Hello, I'm Diane Spadola, and welcome to the Thursday afternoon tune-up. This is episode number 44, and this video series is brought to you by Accelerate Your Success, the business booster program for entertainers and artists. We also have a Facebook group called Accelerate Your Success, so when I'm done with this video, make sure that you're a member by jumping over to Facebook, looking for Accelerate Your Success under groups, answering 3 simple questions, and then I could admit you as a member. Just as a little secret, I have opened the doors to the next Accelerate Your Success class, and you can find out all about it if you're a member of the Accelerate Your Success group. There is an early bird pricing special if you're interested in accelerating your success and boosting your business in the next 6 months. Think of this video and the rest of those in the series as your information and inspirational pit stop before the race, which is your busy weekend. Today I want to talk about credit card fees. They average between 2.7 and 4% of the sale price for whatever it is that you're selling. It basically pays for the processing of credit cards by a third party, if you will, and most of those third parties are related to financial institutions, or they should be. And the 3 biggest ones, or the 3 most well-known ones, are PayPal, Stripe, and Square. These financial organizations were set up as a way of processing credit card transactions online. So the fees are different depending on whether the purchaser has a card in hand and can give that to the retailer, such as when you hand your card over at a grocery store. But the fees tend to be less when you're asking people for credit card information and they're typing it in. Okay, so the average fee for that is somewhere from 2.3 to maybe 2.5%, but it depends on who your processor is. I do believe that as a legitimate business in today's world, especially the world of electronic banking and so much that is done online in terms of purchasing, that you need to be able to accept credit cards. It's not to say that you can't have gigs when you don't, but I can tell you that you will never be considered a true professional or a true legitimate business unless you can process credit cards, purchase orders, online e-payments, and all of that other stuff, because that's the way the world is going. If you do accept credit cards and you're paying processing fees, and you then pass that processing fee onto your customer as an additional charge, you cannot claim that processing fee as a business expense and deduct it for tax purposes. You're only permitted to claim, and not all of them, but when it comes to credit card fees, you're only permitted to claim unreimbursed expenses as expenses. Otherwise, you're double dipping, okay? Your client is paying the credit card fees. They should be able to deduct it on their taxes, not you. Then let's talk about the other kind of fishy scenario in our business, and that is that non-refundable booking fees and party expenses paid for by the client, you call them up and you tell them, please send your payment to me using the designation friends and family. I don't do that. And the reason why is because 1, it's dishonest, and 2, you're asking your client to participate in a type of tax fraud in the sense that they're sending you money for a business purpose. You're not reporting it because it's coming through as friends and family, and as a result, it's not being tracked by your payment processor. So, if you want clear delineations of what is tax fraud and what isn't, I encourage you to talk to a tax attorney. But the more important thing is that if you are only accepting payments in cash, or you're asking your customers to send you money using Venmo or friends and family, you're kind of giving them the impression that you are not a legitimate business, that you are not a professional. Because if you were a professional, you would set up credit card processing like other legitimate businesses. So be proud of the fact that you're getting paid for your work. Charge the rates that you see fit. They will be higher if your customers view you as a legitimate business. So if you're a professional and you are processing credit cards and you're paying the fees as a cost of doing business, that will increase your legitimacy and your professionalism in the eyes of your client and customers. And as you increase your legitimacy, you can also increase your value and ultimately be able to charge more. That's it for this week. I hope you guys are taking in loads of money on the credit cards of your customers. I hope you're accepting non-refundable booking fees so that you don't get cancellations through the busy season. And I certainly hope that you're reporting the income that you're getting so that you don't have any trouble with IRS in the future. Have a great weekend. See you next week.